Well,
It's closed down for the winter. Man, I placed them cart paths on. Okay, when's the last time you played? You're taking your life in your own hands. Yeah, seriously.
hey, it's just me and you. No, this is just a report. I think this is our normal.
Anything good?
Getting the pricing last week. Pricing for
Alcohol might play a little bit.
I don't know, dude. You could be sober and come from straws.
Yeah, that's what he said too.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know who it was?
No.
Well,
It probably was.
Dad come to me when I turned 21 and said, "You need to go in the Eagles." I said, "Oh, I never did drink."
I'm fine if you
I'm still I haven't been down there.
Me too. I'm a member of the board. 2022, all these years. I just re-up.
He does.
Dad was a
That and the lady.
Promoter did say, I think he's got fabric down there. Especially off season. You know, they don't care what it does.
Okay with that?
Probably.
Dude, I seen it. Yeah. He don't screw around.
No, he's fabric.
And it'll be nice when he's done. You know what I like about it? You ready? For the money, it's the nicest course we have for the money.
Work on that. That was flat. That's just
Smiling.
Oh.
do it, figure something out, and give us some ideas.
Yeah. It's cheap. You go there and you're not spending $80 for 18. You know what I mean?
That one's small enough that we're just gonna do it. It's ready, Tony?
I'm ready.
Cover it that way. The other,
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll call to order the City of Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting for tonight, January 23rd, 2020. Mr. Roulette called this afternoon. His back went out, and he's laid up, so he couldn't make it tonight. So he wanted me to pass that on. So hopefully he'll get to feeling a little better. So anyway, if I could get a roll call, Mr. Fetty.
Sure. Board member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board member Tommy Roulette is absent. Police Chief David Schneider.
Here.
Fire Chief Johnny Tremaine.
Here.
EMS Director Rick Clark.
Here.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
City Coordinator Brian Messmore. Here. President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, any announcements for this particular meeting? I don't have any.
I have none.
Okay, and I'll entertain then a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry. Committee reports. Fire Chief Johnny Tremaine.
The big thing I have tonight, I wanted to get everybody the year-end report, which is a requirement by city ordinance. So that multi-page document sitting in front of you is what that is. Review it. If you have any questions, just feel free to get with me. Okay. Also, I just want to let the board know that every 5 years at the training tower over on Industrial Drive, we have to apply for a IDEM burn permit. We did that, and we've got our 5-year. Kind of got to jump through some hoops with them and talk their lingo, but we got it, so we're good for another 5 years.
Okay, great. Anything else?
Just one other thing I'll bring up at council.
Oh, okay. Police Chief David Snyder.
Thank you, Your Honor. Police board, I'd like to go ahead and announce the, I know I said last meeting that I had some changes in staff moving around. I'd like to announce those now. I'd also like to ask the board how to move forward if we're doing swearing ins this year like we did.
We can do it however you desire.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. First off is Ken Losenkamp. He'll be a lieutenant on day shift. His position don't change. His shift does. Second shift, running the night shift for me, is going to be Morgan Hedrick. Both very capable, 20-year officer. Ken Losenkamp, 19-year officer. And Losenkamp remains lieutenant. Morgan is a new lieutenant on the night shift. First shift, Jacob Jump. Jacob Jump's going to be a sergeant, canine handler sergeant. And he is more in the area of the canines. There's 3 canine officers, so he's a sergeant canine.
Okay.
And right now we don't have a third shift supervisor. I've left that open right now, and we're gonna see how that plays out as time goes on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You want us to approve those as read in a form of a motion?
Yes.
Okay. If I could get a motion then to approve those
As
police.
so moved.
appointments.
Appointments.
Yeah, so moved.
So moved. I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry. Anything else?
Thank you. No, I just also like to let the board know that we have a union job bid posted for a second shift clerk who has resigned her position at the police department.
Okay. That's full-time.
That's a full-time position.
Okay. EMS Director Rick Clark?
Thanks, Your Honor. We're doing well. Nothing much to report. I just wanted to share with the board that we're starting to do first aid cabinet checks throughout the city. Completed the city garage today. I'm going to get with the safety director and we're going to go to each department and update those cabinets.
You include the pool when you do that, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, before we go to new business, I did see, we have an additional Board of Works minutes to approve from January 2nd, Tony, so if I could get a motion to approve that.
So moved.
I'll second that, and all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry. So, got those both approved. All right, new business, Mike Clark, annual asphalt crack and seal project.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. In the packet, I've got the advertisement that I'd like to be authorized to go ahead and put it in the newspaper. To go ahead and advertise so we can get this awarded out. This is basically an annual to semi-annual project that we do, and the downtown's gonna be the target area for the crack seal this year.
All righty. I'll make the motion to go out and advertise for the crack and seal project.
All right, I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. The annual asphalt patch and repair project.
Okay, then again, you've got the advertisement in the packet again. This is definitely an every year project, pothole repair, whatever, and I'd like to be authorized to go ahead and advertise this to be able to put it out for quote.
Okay, I'll make the motion to go out and advertise for patch and repair project.
All right, I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry. And then the next one is Dowdy Road Storm Sewer Rehab / Okra Grant.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor, and if you guys do have any questions on the proposal that we have, I've got Cindy Ford here with American Structure Point that she'll be able to answer any of those, but Judy McAdams and myself are working on a Okra grant up to $600,000. This is for the lift station, the stormwater lift station over next to Tractor Supply. We've got several items that are have to, and if we get the grant, we also have several items that we want to.
Yeah.
So we're working on this. We've got a copy of the agreement in the packet, and I'd like to go ahead and see if you wouldn't authorize me to move forward with this project and the grant.
I got a question before we, obviously, I think, unless Tony objects, but we should go after the grant, that's for sure. But let me ask you this. The storm sewer rehab that has to happen over, or needs to happen over there, what's the ramifications if it doesn't? Not good.
Complete failure of that station.
Right.
I know many of us here can remember before the station was there, 3-4 times a year, Dowdy Road would have 3 feet of water over it.
That's why the station's there, because we had that problem.
Exactly. And we had some work done on it here in early December, and that, it corrected the problem. The gate now opens and closes properly.
Say, didn't we have a pump or gate problem not that long ago?
The gate, it was
Just
the
the
gate
gate?
itself, it wouldn't close all the way. We got that repaired, but while they were doing that, they found out that the hardware was not stainless steel like it was spec'd out. They said that they couldn't give me a timeline. They said, you know, if you do something within a year, we should be safe. If we wait longer than that, the guy gave me an example. He said they had a gate similar to this fail, and he contacted his Manufacturer, they told him 28 weeks. He said, no, this is an emergency. The guy told him that's why it's only 28 weeks. So this is something that we have to be proactive on. We cannot wait for that part. Now, if we get awarded the grant, we've got a lot of additional work that'll make it easier to maintain. It could even possibly do away with our maintenance agreement that we have with Allied Services, because we would get some of those types of equipment in-house. So,
That's if we're awarded the grant.
correct. And if we're not, we still know we've got to do certain things.
Okay.
But I'd like to be able to go ahead and move forward with this.
So this is just to ask to get a
This is the
quote for design. and-
preliminary design services, yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, Tony?
No. So do we need one motion to do both things for the design?
I think the grant, we're going after the grant no matter what. We don't ask for sort of permit. She's always going after grants, so
Okay.
whether or not we accept the grant is completely up to us based upon if you decide to do the project or not.
Okay, well, I'll make the motion to go out for the design of the Dowdy Road storm sewer rehab.
Okay, and I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry.
Okay, Cindy, you are officially engaged. Thank you very much.
We don't want no 97 flood down there again.
Is that 97 or 98?
7.
97.
I remember wading through it with my sister-in-law's chop she had.
It was
All right,
nice.
next item, Mr. Clark, the 2020 contractor vendor pricing.
Okay, it included this in your packet. Title sheet's got, it's a combination of contractors, vendors, design professionals that we can have on some of the smaller projects when we need something done. We've already got predetermined pricing. We've done this in the past, and we're asking to go ahead and get these prices from each of these vendors or contractors approved, so we have them in our stable to be able to use them when we need them.
Will you be able to add any more contractors to that list throughout the year?
Just have to bring them up in front of you guys. If it's not a project that is advertised and formally quoted or bid, then, I need you guys to approve the pricing on it, and if we get more people to come in, I will gladly bring them up in front of you guys.
Okay.
All right, can we get a motion then to approve the 2020 contractor vendor pricing?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, I have no other additional new business tonight. I have nothing under old business for this meeting. I entertain a motion to approve the claims.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? City Council, as soon as we're seated. So we're gonna table this. Salary amendment. We're gonna table. Right, okay. Like call to order the city council meeting for January 23rd, 2020. If we all could rise for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, can I get a roll call, Mr. Fetty?
Yes. Councilperson Tony Abbott. Here. Councilperson Justin Aubert. Yes, sir. Councilperson Tommy Roulette is absent. Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Here.
Police Chief David Schneider.
Here.
Fire Chief Johnny Tremaine.
Here.
EMS Director Rick Clark.
Here.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
City Coordinator Brian Messmore.
Here.
City Court Judge Joe Johns.
Here.
Mayor Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
All right, announcements, board report, streets, alleys, and curbs, Mr. Abbott.
No report.
All right. Finance, Brett Bondurant. Parks and Playgrounds, Mr. Nopper.
Nothing to report.
All right, and Tommy Roulette, had he talked to you about anything, Chief?
No, no report.
All right. Okay, I have no other additional announcements for this meeting. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second? Who seconded that?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Committee reports, Fire Chief Johnny Tremaine.
As I said earlier, I've attached the year-end report. So if anybody has any questions with it, just let me know. Also, I put a drawing of a piece of fire apparatus. I'm not sure if the new board that knows that we're gonna be, taking delivery on one probably in February. So I just wanted to let you know when you see a new piece of apparatus, what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
yep, that's all I got.
Police Chief David Snyder.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. New administration, the Assistant Chief and I have been going around the last week and meeting with some of the larger companies, businesses within our bailiwick, within our community, Proximo, DCH, the schools, Ivy Tech. And we've been, first off, making ourselves available to them and, a meet and greet face to face, letting them know what the Lawrenceburg Police Department's about and where we're at and what we're doing over the next 4 years. I would like to extend the same offer to the seated council. But what we've been talking about mainly is the critical incident and different safety plans that are in place, and particularly our SAVE program. And we had a lengthy meeting the other day with Carl Gailey, who there's been some changes made to that, and just like to commend the schools. Lawrenceburg Community Schools are 110% behind our kids' safety. There is no question. And we've been working with them in order to fine tune that SAVE program, and there's some really good things in the works there. And, not that I'm gonna go into any detail, but just know that we're on top of it and there's some really good things happening.
Good.
That's all I got.
EMS Director Rick Clark.
Thanks, Your Honor. Nothing else to report tonight.
City Court Judge Joe Johns.
Thank you, Mayor. I've included in the packet, you guys should have before you the 2019 annual report. That's just really a summary of the court, its jurisdiction, its authority, and what we do. For the 2019 summary, the Lawrenceburg City Court had 2,871 cases filed, and those would be new cases. Our total judgments collected were approximately $472,093.08. Of that, $170,946.46 was dispersed to the city.
Good.
That's it. Thank you.
Any questions from anyone up here about the committee reports?
Yeah, I was just curious on just looking at some of the trends, and it's really nice to be able to see the comparisons between the years before when you see 392% increase in criminal miscellaneous.
So the criminal miscellaneous charges, those fall within the state statute, and that's really directed towards the youth vaping epidemic. And so we've made our court available for school resource officers to file those charges. And if you look at the last page, we've developed a community service program to where minors who are charged with a youth, tobacco possession offense, we give them the ability to engage in community service instead of paying court costs and fines. That way they're actually accountable instead of their parents.
Yeah, great.
Good idea. Okay, anything else? Not new business. Mike Clark, 2019 Title 15 Land Use Report.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've included a copy of the report in your packets. If you guys have any questions on that, I'd just ask to get with me and I can pull files and we can go over anything you want in a lot, complete detail.
Okay.
So that's all I've got.
All right. Okay, Dell, so we're gonna table the salary ordinance amendment tonight,
Yes, please, Your Honor.
and then we'll go to the new commissioner to IMPA.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. If it pleases the council, in your package you'll find a few documents related to the appointment of our commissioner on the Board of Commissioners for IMPA. We're required to have a commissioner, and so this, if you look at the last page of that stapled packet, it's an ordinance, or a resolution rather. So what I would ask for consideration and passage tonight would be this resolution, which would be marked as Resolution 1-2020, and this is the resolution appointing a new commissioner to the Indiana Municipal Power Agency. And I'll just review that quickly. Whereas the city of Lawrenceburg, Indiana is a member of the Indiana Municipal Power Agency, hereinafter sometimes referred to as IMPA, and Olin Clausen has been serving as commissioner on the Board of Commissioners of IMPA and was appointed by the City Council. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, that Section 1, said Olin Clausen's tenure as commissioner on the Board of Commissioners of IMPA is hereby terminated. Section 2, Kelly Milan is hereby appointed as commissioner on said Board of Commissioners of IMPA. Section 3, this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and in accordance with law. I would just ask for a vote for this to be considered for passage tonight.
One thing, I don't know, if, unless, I mean, if it's gonna hold up getting this passed tonight, we were thinking about having Mr. Messmore reside on that temporarily until the
This is-
USB decides.
It is temporarily.
It is temporarily, just 6 months at the most, I hope.
Yeah, we
So
can
the
change it. This
director
is just
in
for
here.
the interim.
So, and Mr. Messmore has more time, and he's been volunteering to do it, so.
Okay. Well, I can change it to Mr. Messmer. We can pass it tonight, Your Honor.
Strongly
Got
encouraged.
volunteered.
Yeah, if you could put Mr.
I'm
Messmore
really
in the.
okay with either of you guys doing it temporarily.
Yeah.
I can change it, and if it pleases you guys, we can do it tonight. I'll just change his
Yep.
name.
Any other questions about Resolution 1-2020? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve Resolution 1-2020.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Lenny, did you second it? Lenny?
Either one of us, yeah.
Brenny?
Mayor?
Yes.
Need to motion to approve for the salary amendment. We need to do that. We need a motion.
Oh,
to table
motion.
it. Mhm.
Motion
Oh,
to
we
table.
did, okay,
Yeah, we
we'll
need a
we'll
motion.
get
Need a
one.
motion to table.
We'll go back to it. Let's, okay, so you got the first and second on the resolution? Okay, let's go back then to the salary ordinance amendment.
We wanna do all in favor on that?
Yeah.
All in favor?
We got first and second, we didn't.
Okay, all in
New
favor?
commissioner.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0. And then we'll go back to the salary ordinance amendment. I have a motion to table.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Now, is there any, a second piece to this?
No, sir. We just have an oath that we'll have Mr. Messmore sign and Miss Brookbank notarize. I'll take care of that tomorrow, and we'll send it up to IMPA.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Any other new business? I don't have anything on the agenda.
I've got one question on if it's new business or old business. When will they start the park up on the levee? You know, when that is,
That hadn't even been put out for bid yet, but I'm talking with the LCD about partnering, splitting that with us.
okay.
'Cause it was like, Paul, was it $350,000 approximately total project?
That's what they put on
Yeah.
it, approximately,
Yeah, approximately. I mean, it could be either way, but so we were gonna, I was gonna see if the,
until you get the bids you want.
right. Well, we wanted to see if the LCD wanted to partner with us, and I got a meeting set up with Mike Knoll. We had a meeting the other day to talk about something else, but it didn't get brought up. So I was hoping to have that.
Do you think
for
it's
tonight.
something that we might have done by spring? Because I know it's not a very big project, so it shouldn't take too long to get done. I mean, is it a springtime, summertime completion, do you think?
I don't know why it can't be
guess.
completed this year. It's not that large of a
It's- so it's not
project,
that
but
big
I
a
don't know.
project.
I'd have to, I'd have Tony Akel's
Okay. I was just
Give
wondering.
us, he can give us a report on it next meeting. I'll just make sure he's here.
Okay, I was just wondering how it was moving on.
That's no problem. Levy. All right. Any other old business? If not, entertain comments from the audience. Okay. I will entertain a motion to approve the claims.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carry. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Be safe going home, guys, gals. Tony, I'll get Tony to come to the next meeting.
I seen some.
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
I'll bring it over tomorrow, Mark.
Yeah. Stop up.
Usually I got all my stuff.
Hey, Doug.
You can ask. You can ask. You're that board.
Rick Clark and
Oh, you
EMS.
should. Come see our new office. We'd love to show you around. Yeah, it's good.
I may have.
Thanks for coming up to talk.
I have cards in it.
Yeah, they have some,
Oh, you're so bad. You know where I am.
Yeah.
what's it?
On what?
I'd like to figure out.
This also, I got a report. Ordinance here and then and I also tried to put a little information. We got an ISO audit, we didn't fare so well, but we were allowed to.
Thanks for coming down. Get rid of that.
So that's a new board.
I saw that. Happy to hear you out. Happy to hear you out.
We bought what you call, it's a rescue. And for years, we've done concept